And now, happy times. It's, again, time for Shachar Peled's recurring segment, Off Screen. Straight from the northern capital.
Yes, I was just there. Wonderful Haifa Film Festival. We're right
it's really cold there.
Not that much. No, I actually came with 2 jackets and it was quite okay. Or did.
I won't agree with you on something you'll say later.
The Haifa Film Festival, the 30th Haifa Film Festival. In fact, we're right in the middle of it, 5 days behind us and 5 days ahead. And it's the veteran film festival of Israel. Its colleague, the Jerusalem Film Festival, is quite the same with both international and local films. But this one is 30 years old and it's continuing to bring in tens of thousands of people, actually. The Jerusalem Film Festival this year was quite hit by the 50-day hostilities between Israel and Hamas. This one managed to bring in great names, great films. We already have been exposed to the Israeli section, A Farewell Party, which was the biggest loser of the Afir, the local Academy Awards, might be a good candidate for the big winner in the Haifa Film Festival. Also competing with Next to Her by Asaf Korman and Neil Bergman's Yona, about the biopic of the Israeli poet Yona Volach. So there's a big competition on the Israeli side, but put that aside, let's look at the festival itself. First of all, it was quite a disappointing opening night with the Hollywood mainstream The Judge, starring Robert Downey Jr. and Robert Duvall, about an estranged son coming in to save his judge father on a murder trial. Quite of a Hollywood cliche, and it surprised some people that this was the choice of the opening night. You know, the estranged son, the relationship with the father, the grand soundtrack. This all is something most felt they've already seen somewhere, and some actually compared it to a flight thriller, you know, a book you read to pass on time during a flight.
Only with Robert Downey Jr.
But yes, with Robert Downey Jr., but with all due respect to Downey Jr., the biggest anticipation of the night, of the first day at least, was Winter's Sleep by Turkish director Nuri Bilge Ceylan. Everyone was talking about it. The big winner of the Cannes Film Festival has arrived to Haifa.
Who I think he made Once Upon a Time in Anatolia,
which many thought that was the film that was supposed to get the prestigious award in the Cannes Film Festival, but it went this year to Winter's Sleep, a very intimate, delicate film. Many thought it has great cinematography in it, and it was definitely a great winner, despite the 3 hours and 15 minutes length of this film. Audience also in Israel have praised it
it's
during
simple.
the first
When
day.
you invest that much time in a film, it better be good. You know, you're not going to come out and say, well, I just spent 3 hours on nothing. You'll say, it's a masterpiece. You have to see it. You have to see it yourself.
Absolutely. This one is a winner, in fact. And there's no festival without some controversy. And, of course, here it's once again Sue Araf's Villa Tuma, some controversy with that film again. It's a film that its creator identifies it as a Palestinian film, although the funds came from an Israeli film fund, from several Israeli film funds. Also in this festival, it has asked to be on the panorama section, the international film section, not in the Israeli category. Once again, raising eyebrows.
Did it present itself as a Palestinian film? Because if I remember correctly, the way they solved it last time was to say that it has no country.
It was presented under its creator as a Palestinian film under the International Film Festival. She did say in the past that it has no country and she doesn't want to affiliate it with any country. It's definitely not under the Israeli category this time as well. And the peak was definitely the great honor, the guest of honor of the festival, Russian director Andrei Zvyganitsev. I hope I said his last name correctly, whose film Leviathan will be presenting Russia in the upcoming Best Foreign Film in the Academy Awards, and is quite the leading nominee to win that award. It's actually a very interesting film about a criticism on the corruption and moral in Russia. And it's interesting that this is what Russia sent.
We'll hear more about it tomorrow on the show. Thank you, Shachar.
Thank you.
Thank you at home for watching us. Please join us again tomorrow.